Have time. And the man to do it would be Quintos, but he's... they had to go too quick. They get one in, it's Quintos! Is it in? It is! Ziza! Unreal! The Battle of the Bluegrass delivers a stunner in the final seconds.
Yeah, and we see the referee is going to have a look at this, but almost identical to the previous goal, right? We've got Ziza at the back post. Again, how Tort, no one gets close enough to Tort to stop him getting that in. What a header. And is he offside? Is he considered offside here when that ball is headed forward?
It would be off the head of Quintos is when they'd be looking.
So and it won't matter when that it came back up off the post.
Right. Was he onside when Quintos put his head on it?
But again, Kentucky sleeping.
Kentucky felt this game, their supporters at least, felt this game. It was won at halftime, and then what a flip of the script. So here's a good look at it. Gavin.
Oh, he's a mile onside. But look how quickly Ziza reacts compared with Bucci and Gabusi. They don't react. Look at Ziza's movement. He's already moving toward that striker's instinct. Go follow the ball.
Yeah, he's a goal scorer. Look at that. Everyone else was watching the Quintos action.
And that's why he's picking up goals. That's why he's 4 goals in 2 opening games.
The leading goal scorer last year for Louisville was Michael Lee. He was tied for it with 3. In 2 games, Giacomo Ziza has scored 4.
And I was surprised he didn't take the penalty.
Me too. It could have been 5. Could have been a hat trick.
We're about to hear a loud eruption here from Louisville fans.
I don't know how many thousand Kentucky fans were here, but it's going to sound like there were just as many Louisville Cardinal fans. They had to wait it out.
You know, we talked about Emil Tor.
The verdict. Goal.
Talked about Emil Tor, how effective he was here to have some fresh legs. Came in at the right moment in the game. Having to take out Parham, who was so good in the opening sort of 60, 70 minutes, really caused some trouble. But to have the sort of depth to be able to get Emil Tor on the field and go and just have the energy and have the concentration to put in such a quality pass, outstanding.
And this is just going to be almost a...
And we see just
a hostile action here.
Yeah, we just see Louisville bench there, just encouraging Jack Lewis to go down so they can make this substitution.
They're trying to get Johnny Petruso.
Yeah,
in.
completely within the rights.
This is one of those things that are completely legal in soccer, but aggravating as all bejesus if you're on the losing side.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just look how frustrated Nielsen is there on top of Jack Lewis. But nothing you can do about it. And it's clever to ask Jack Lewis because the referee's already seen a head injury. I need to make a good decision here.
Yeah, well, have to be careful. Out comes the trainer.
I may not be the fastest run we'll see out of trainer as well.
This is probably not going to be. Now, this isn't like old school. Now, again, this was world football a few years ago. Then this clock would be running. You're actually trying to run out time. But the clock is not running. It's just.
Yeah, some of it's just about taking a taking a.
Watch here.
And you see he's getting some instruction. And he goes at a screen. You may just see it in a shadow here.
That is zoomed out. That camera, by the way, is on the moon. But he's so far away.
Yeah, and look, look how quick it did.
Poor guy.
It's.
By the way, Ephraim Amons has subbed into the game, but Pride of Zionsville, Indiana. two Zionsville Eagles in attendance today.
I knew
we'd
get there.
We're this is while this is going on. This is actually kind of relevant. Gavin and I were talking about how we've had players in games that we've covered where a hometown guy never gets in, and for one of us that has happened. I'll let you judge by the accent which one he thinks is a Hoosier and which one's an Irishman.
I'm glad it's happened for you. I'm glad it's happened for you.
It's proud moment. Nothing to do with anything about the score, but
yeah, we see Jack Lewis just taunting fans here a little bit. I think enjoying what he's earned here.
And here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Heavy contact and ball game. Full time in Lexington in this Battle of Bluegrass, the latest chapter, dramatic throughout. And Louisville gets the winner in the 90th minute, in the final 10 seconds, to steal the victory in Lexington. Their third in the last 4. What a game, Gavin.
Yeah, we see Abraham down the end just shaking the hands of the Kentucky fans, who I'm sure were giving him a hard time for the whole second half. But hey, I think we got what we wanted here tonight. Big test, 2 really strong teams. I think will go very far on both journeys here this season. I think we saw Louisville just have a little bit more fight there in the second half, and to come back, Kentucky sort of sat in, didn't really explode out in the second half the way they did in moments in the first, and need to find a way to shore up the game, take control of things, especially at home. But all credit to Louisville, who did not stop trying, and Ziza outstanding there when it counted, being quick, being on the spot, and making sure that he was clinical in everything he finished.
Louisville put themselves in position for Ziza to come through heroically twice in the final 7 minutes of this match.
That Matt Herman watch list gets a little bit warmer for him. Yeah,
that there are not going to be too many more names ahead of him. Giacomo Ziza. And Andres Escudero's penalty kick in the 56th made it 2-1. And then Ziza, perfect timing, staying onside. It was contentious. Michael Lee was involved. There were shoves aplenty. Lee's great goal got it started, but his former team, with the beginnings from Escudero, then Ziza not once, Ziza twice. Louisville wins in the final seconds, 3-2, claiming the Battle of the Bluegrass.